Welcome everyone to the European Racing League Formula 1 here at the Monaco Grand Prix. My name is Austin Smith and I think this is going to be a very exciting race. It is the highlight of the calendar and we have a lot of drivers who are already going out on track. We've got 18 minutes and I think if I see that correctly, Kalik is the first one out on track. Yes, he is. Or maybe Michael? Yes, it is Michael, in fact, who is first out on track. So yeah, the Monaco Grand Prix, the shortest circuit on the F1 calendar. Also, the most laps on the F1 calendar. And we are on board here with VGIA Michael, the leader in the championship standings. By far, 75 points ahead of everyone else. And unfortunately Owen Wyatt tonight cannot be here. He is in Belfast for an F1 show event, so I'm gonna wing it alone, but greetings out to Owen, who did the F3 race yesterday. And Michael is on his flying lap already. And guys, if you have any questions regarding the Monaco Grand Prix, the series, or anything really, YouTube chat is there. I have it open, so I can respond in time. Let's see, the fastest lap, no one has set any. Michael will be the first one to set one. And everyone's on the Hypersoft except for... Hold on, can I see that? No, I think... Yeah, no, except for ZR Mercedes. He's the only one right now on the Ultras. Everyone else on the Hypersoft, so... The Hypersoft here is a viable race tire. You can either run a two-stop with 2 sets of Hypers and 1 set of Ultras, or you can run a one-stop pretty much with any tire, but it will cost you, as Michael sets the first lap time, 1:07.7. We don't know how much sandbagging was going on there. It could be quite a lot. As Kalik sets another lap time, 1:08.6, and ILR Shadow with a 1:09.3. We have all the lap times coming in now. Next is T100 Zach, or sorry, T1000 Zach. Sorry, that's a 0 that I just overlooked there. T1000 Zach with a 109.3, and Lakitu puts himself into second place in the Mercedes here, provisional second place that is, with a 108.1. All the times coming in now, but no one seems to be able to challenge Michael. Lakitu pretty close, 4/10. That's as probably as close as it gets to Michael, but we'll see how it goes. As CSR Leon, I love that lap time, 109 flat, and absolutely flat to the thousandth of a second. That is perfection right there. But let's see, Slimbo should be on a lap right now. Indeed he is. Let's run with him in the TV pod through Mirabeau, the hairpin, the tightest corner on the F1 calendar. No two cars fit through there. And into the tunnel he goes. Let's see where his lap time might end up. Ooh, yeah, the chicane is a very, very tricky part of the track here. And I see Kalik and Chet complaining about this Michael guy again. I mean, he is probably the number one. I mean, he's the number one in the standings, but he's going to be the guy to beat here, as Slimbo comes across the line and sets a 1:09.4 And look at this, between CSR Leon in 4th place and Slimbo in 9th, less than half a second. That is very, very close. If we exclude the top 3, Michael, Lakitu, and Kalek, and we exclude right now the bottom 2 Mercedes because he was on the Ultra Softs when he set his lap time, and Bastos, who probably made a mistake. If we exclude those, everything's pretty close together. As Slimbo now lets, I think lets Michael go here. Or was that Dutch? It was a Ferrari, that's for sure. No, it was Michael, in fact, who is probably out on another lap right now. Interesting. Oh no, he's on a cooldown lap. You see a no ERS deployment. It's at 0. The battery is full at 100%. So no quick lap here. And now he checks it up into 5. So this is his hot lap now. Out of the last corner. As ILR Shadow has already retired from the session. Oh boy. What is the thinking there? Did he crash? Did he, or does he think he is not going to be able to set a faster lap time? What is the thinking there? He's in 6th place right now, but with a 109.3, chances are, if you look at the guys who haven't set a lap time yet, such as Matt, Flying Finn, Cliffy, Button, and Dutch, all of them. Oh, as Matt also retires. Oh, wow. Without a lap time. And he was out on track, if I'm not mistaken. So we already see the drama unfold here in the qualifying session. 2 cars already out, ILR Shadow and Matt. Matt without a lap time, so he will start from the back as Button puts himself into 11th place. And ILR Shadow now in the chat saying he lost the back end out the swimming pool section. So it was in fact a crash and not a deliberate decision. And he has been setting 107s all day. So that is very, very unfortunate. His time is now registered as a 109.3. As we watch Michael, who's still in first. Is there anyone who can challenge him? And Matt says, whoops. Matt, what happened? Did you... Was that... Oh, Michael clips the inside of the Nouvelle Chicane. And, yeah, that was unfortunate. That lap time is, down the drain. Let's see. Let's take a look at Kalek. Or maybe, you know what? Oh, yeah, I just wanted to go to him, but he sets a lap right as I was thinking about going to him. AOR Flying Finn into 4th place. Now into 5th as CSR Leon takes 2nd place with a 107.9. So the times are dropping here. And Matt says he was only 7/10 down on Michael in the first 2 sectors. He could have been at least... it could have been at least a 108. That is very, very unfortunate. Now he's going to have to fight all the way from the back. And with that pace and this track where you really can't overtake, that's going to be a tough challenge. But the number 1 challenge on this track here is keep the front wing and keep it intact. Because every time you lose the front wing, you either lose time or you either lose a bit of time in the corners or you lose a lot of time by having to go into the pits. As some cars now going into the pits. I think we will see a lot of traffic in the last 2 minutes. As ZR Mercedes also now retired from the session. The cars are... And Button as well. Oh boy. Everyone's dropping out right now. What is going on? TR Button and ZR Mercedes. And TR Button also says whoops. Yes, Monaco is a very, very unforgiving track. There's no room for error here. As Bastos sliding through that last corner. Now Bastos going up the hill. He definitely seeks to improve his lap time. 1:11.5 is not what he wants to register. That would mean he starts from pretty much the very back of the grid. Right now, 14th place. Coming through the tunnel here. Oh, he's taking it very slow. He's shifting very early. He's taking it very slow. This lap, I think he already gave up on this lap. I'm pretty sure he did. ERS down to 0, saving battery. That is another half of an installment lap, of an out lap. And now he brings it back into 5, hot lap mode engaged, and DRS open for the only DRS straight here on this track. I mean, any other straight here would not be safe enough to do that, because there aren't really that many straights here. And now Bastos trying his best to get a lap time in. Through Mirabeau, the Grand Hotel hairpin. Oh, going a bit deep, but nah, it's looking good. He's taking it very slow and cautious, though. I think you can attack it a little more here, but now into the tunnel. Through the chicane, very well, very nicely taken. Lost maybe a bit on the inside there, on the start of the right-hander, but it's looking pretty good through the swimming pool section. Ooh, this might be a corner cut that nullifies his lap through Raskas. And the last corner. And towards the finish line. Yeah, that is not a good lap. He doesn't even improve. Well, he slightly improves. 1:11.4 instead of a 1:11.5, but he cannot be happy with that. Let's look at Flying Finn in the Red Bull. He's already down to no ERS. I think he might have lost part of his front wing. No, front wing looks good. That looked a bit tough the way he drove there, but let's see what he can do now. Going up the hill. He's looking fast. First sector at 18.1. He is ahead. I don't know if he's ahead of himself or ahead of Michael, but he's certainly he's definitely at least improving himself. That is for sure. Through the tunnel, very, very tricky section here now. Slightly downhill, and he locks up, and I think that is a corner cut. He had all 4 wheels off the track, onto the curb, and even beyond that. I think this is a corner cut. We'll see, though, if the game says it is or not. We'll have to wait until the end of this lap through Raskas. He's still staying on the hot lap mode, so I think this might count. Otherwise, he would have slowed down here. Going down to overtake, and the lap did in fact count at 1:08.1. I am surprised that, because we've seen clearly that all 4 wheels in the Nouvelle Chicane were off the track and onto the curb and even beyond that. But the game decided that that was a fine lap, and surely Flying Finn does not have enough ERS battery for another flying lap here. It's already down to be below 20%, or below 30%, sorry. Now below 20. as Jake Attacks also retires. And we are approaching the last 2 minutes. And right now everyone's like, yep, and there you go. Flying Finn going into the pits, and he will not be able to set another lap time. He will not be able to get out again in time, I think. I'm pretty sure. We'll see. Maybe he finds the time to do so. But who can challenge? CSR Leon now within less than a tenth of Michael Kalek, putting himself into third place, and he will be able to set another lap time. He could now chuck it down to 0, no ERS, but he's still going with 5. He could chuck it down to 0 and then run another lap in time with full ERS. As VGIA Michael retires from the session, I think he is content with his lap. Lakitu puts himself into third place now. This is getting intense. Will someone be able to put himself ahead of Michael as Lakitu now retires from the session without any incident? So he deliberately retires, and Kalek clips the inside of the Nouvelle Chicane. Does he have damage? I don't think so. Chuck it into... Oh, he retires. Okay, I wanted to say... Chuck it into no ERS deployment, refuel the battery or recharge the battery, and then have at it. But no, he decides to retire. What can CSR Leon do? Almost everyone retired now. We only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cars that have not retired. So this is very easy to keep track of. And Leon might be the best contender here, as Dutch Tricks and T1000 Zach are in the pits right now. So is Slimbo. They will not be able to set lap times, so we only have to concentrate on Leon. Flying Finn, who will not be able to set a lap time either. He's still on his outlap, so this is over for him. He did not make it in time, so only Leon. And Harry also retired, so it's only CSR Leon who can challenge here right now for the pole position, and he is in a good position to do so. Can he make it? Comes through the final corner. Good run here. Opens the DRS early and across the line, and it is... Oh, I think he made it. He did. CSR Leon snatches pole position at the closing seconds of the qualifying session. Congratulations to Leon. That was an intense qualifying session, but if you think that's been the most intense of this stream, you are probably wrong, because we've got 39 laps right ahead, and CSR Leon with a 107.6 just barely edging out Michael. Lakitu in third, Kalek in fourth, and you see the rest of the grid right here. At least the top 14. We're going to go down and show you 15 and 16 as well. Cliffy and Matt. Matt without a time after, well, crashing it. This is going to be an exciting race, and I think we're going to see some casualties. I hope not, but... Hey, this is the Monaco Grand Prix. It wouldn't be the Monaco Grand Prix without some casualties, would it? As the drivers now have to get ready. Everyone, I think, is on the Hypersofts, except well, at least inside the top 10. Outside of that, you know, there's some choice there, some choices to be made. Who gets himself a strategy advantage, maybe? Because here in Monaco we have 2 different strategies that work pretty much the same. It depends on your personal choice, your personal subjective tire wear, how you can handle the tires. But it is possible to run the Hypersofts, Hypersoft, Supersoft, Hypersoft, Hypersoft, Ultrasoft, So the softest compound twice and the medium compound once. Or you can do a one-stop from the ultras to the supers, or the other way around. But let's go through the grid. The Mercedes of Sears Leon with a fantastic qualifying lap right at the end. In pole position, VGIA Michael in his Ferrari, the championship leader, in second. We've got SOR Lakitu in third. Kalik in fourth in the Toro Rosso, ahead of the Red Bull of AOR Flying Finn. VGIA Harry in the McLaren in sixth. Dutch Tricks in the other Ferrari in P7. T1000 Zach in the Red Bull in 8th. Zeta Mercedes in the Force India in P9. We've got ILR Shadow in the Williams in 10, followed by the other Williams of Jake Attacks in P11. Slimbo Dude in P12. Let me quickly show you the tires. Here we go. TR Button in 13th in the Renault. Bastos in the McLaren, the second McLaren in P14, Cliffy in the second Renault in P15, and the Haas of Matt in 16th place. As the leaders now approach the grid, we still have Matt a long way away. He's taking this very slowly. You can see there's no one ahead of him. He's really slowing this down. There we go. As all the cars take their grid position. Not the best view right now, but we got 5 red lights. And away we go for the Monaco Grand Prix, and we don't see much, but now we do, and it is a good start for Leon, and it is a good start for Lakitu as well, but Michael stays ahead, and we already got some track position changes right here. Zeta Mercedes gained a position, Shadow lost one, Jake Attacks gained one, so the two Williams switching positions, and now Kalek also pushing through to get past Lakitu into third place. What a move down Mirabeau, and now we've got a little bit of a traffic jam here in the streets of Monaco, and there were some front wings lost. This always happens here at round 1, lap 1 of the Monaco Grand Prix, because this corner is way too slow, and you can expect a traffic jam there, and it helped, I think, TR Button to gain some positions because he positioned himself very well on the inside. But the top 5 at the end of lap 1 are CSR Leon still in the lead ahead of VGIA Michael Kalek, gaining a position on Lakitu, who is in 4th, and then VGIA Harry, who now gained a position on AOR Flying Finn, who's in 6th now. And we have Zeta Mercedes in the pits for his pit stop, changing the front wing. He is the one who lost his. And let's go back to the lead, because I'm pretty sure Michael is not happy with still staying behind Leon. I mean, he's gonna have to take it. He was second in the qualifying, but I'm pretty sure these two are fairly evenly matched. And Cliffy already gaining 3 positions in the back. Maybe he's gaining a 4th. Got the two Williams ahead of him now through the hairpin. Maybe he can do something here on the outside of the tunnel. Ah, it doesn't seem like it. Nope. No chance here. As Dutch Tricks is out. In the, ooh, thank goodness there's ghosting. Jake Attacks with a 5-second penalty for a severe collision with Button, and Button is out of the race as well. Let's look at the TV pod from Zeta Mercedes, because Dutch Tricks was in the swimming pool section. I think he binned it here in this left-hander, hit the outside, maybe lost the way because his car was put right there. And there is Button. I don't know what happened to him. Maybe the left-right combination. But a lot of cars in the pits now. Zach, we've got a safety car coming out. And it already is out. So a lot of cars now using that to switch tires. That is interesting. Let's see who's got what tires. Zach going on to the Super Softs, as does Flying Finn and Jake Attacks, and Mercedes and Slimo gone on the Ultra Soft, so they are looking to do one more stop, most likely. I don't see the Ultra Soft last to the end of the race from here, but they will go on to the Hyper Soft for the final stint, most likely. As CSR Leon is now taking it very slowly. Though that has been some very interesting laps. So you can see here the winners so far of the first 3 laps are ILR Shadow from 10th to 5th. Cliffy from 15 to 6. Oh boy. Bastos from 14 to 7, and Matt from 16 dead last to 8th now. As Kalek goes into the pits. Hold on, I made something wrong here. Let's see, Kalek's new tires taking off the Ultra, the Hypersoft and putting on the Supers. You can see the red tire wall there. So he's taking off the Hypers and he wants to go to the end on these Supersofts, most likely. That is, might be a smart move, but he's in dead last now and he's gonna have to make sure he doesn't collide. He's in the worst position. Everyone's ahead of him. People can hold him up. I don't know if that was the right call, really. Track position here in Monaco is everything. But only time will tell if that was a good call. It puts Lakitu back into 3rd. So for him, that's good. But we will have to wait and see. Harry lost some positions from 6 to 8. Flying Finn from 5 to 9. And Kalek now with that pit stop down from 4 to 14, and also T1000 Zach from 8 to 13. Not the best race for them so far, but it's a long race and the strategy might see Kalek through. We will have to wait and see. Safety car in this lap. You can see the lights are out on the safety car. And now it's CSR Leon who will... who will decide how fast the grid or how fast the field will go. And he starts it right now. Green flag. We are back. DRS is disabled now. Obviously for the next 2 laps because the safety car was just out. And no chance here for Michael to attack. Let's see behind. Oh, there's a huge gap between Lakitu and Shadow, and another one between Cliffy and Shadow. And then there's the huge field here. Look at this, all these cars. Let's switch through all of them. Kalek already passed Zach. Gained 1 position. Harry and Flying Finn just overtake Matt. What is going on with Matt? He lost 2 places there. He's going slow, it seems. Does he have some front wing damage? It doesn't look like it. But he's going pretty slow. And here's another attempted overtake. Oh, they're colliding. That's Bastos and Flying Finn. There was contact there, but I don't think we've got damage on either of these cars, as we got a yellow flag in Sector 2. Jake attacks. What happened to him? Oh, boy. Flying Finn retired. Oh, I think he clipped the inside of the chicane. Oh, and he might have lost his wheel. Oh, that is unfortunate. Let's see. From Jake Attack's perspective, yeah, oh boy, he's standing right there. That is dangerous. But yes, AOR Flying Finn. Oh, that is heartbreaking. Jake Attack, well, now gets a penalty because he had to avoid Flying Finn there, standing, and Mercedes and Harry now in the pits. And Jake Attacks retires as well with front wing damage. So now we are down to 12 drivers Ooh, heartbreaking first laps here for a couple of drivers. Dutch, Button, Flying Finn, and Jake Attack's already out. And we're not even 20% into this race. Not even a fifth completed. If we march through the cars like that and through the retirements, we're gonna end this race with 0 cars. And I hope that doesn't happen. But in Monaco, there's a chance. Meanwhile, Leon still staying ahead of Michael. He's doing a good job here. There's still no DRS. The DRS, now it has been enabled, but only for the next lap, because the DRS zone starts at the end of the lap and not at the start of it. So no DRS yet, but it will be available come the next DRS zone, the next start-finish straight. Most likely Michael will have DRS, but DRS isn't as powerful on this track, so it doesn't mean that much. You can pretty easily defend here against it. If you have the better run out of the last corner, you're almost guaranteed, and you take the inside for turn 1, you're almost guaranteed to stay ahead, even with your opponent having DRS behind you. But we have the top 4 now still on the Hypersofts, followed by Cliffy, who's the first on the the Ultras, but he hasn't been in the pits yet. The top 7 all without a pit stop so far. Now let's see what Michael can do here. He's way too far. He's way too far ahead as Lakitu goes into the pits for the Super Softs, the hardest tire, and he will go to the end most likely. Let's follow Michael around here for a little bit of a tour around the Monaco Grand Prix. Sitting right behind CSR Leon with a little bit of a lockup here into the higher Mirabeau. Now the lower Mirabeau here, this right-hander seems to be better for him. Oh, sorry, the upper Mirabeau, not the higher, the upper Mirabeau. Oh, nope, he's not attempting an overtake here. Another lockup, but avoids the collision, but he's looking a bit faster than Leon, if I may say that. He definitely can hang with Leon, but they're fairly evenly matched, but I think Michael might be a little bit faster on race pace here, it seems. Let's see what the DRS can do. No, he didn't get a good exit again. And he is on overtake mode on the ERS, but it doesn't work out. It just doesn't work out. It's so hard to overtake here as VJ Harry now picks up a 3-second penalty, and ILR Shadow now in the pits for the Super Softs as well. So he goes to the end too if he doesn't have any damage. If he doesn't pick up any damage, that is. And he drops all the way down to 10th place. Only ahead of VJ Harry and ZR Mercedes. So he's got a long train ahead of him now. Will Michael be able to attack here? No. Nope, not close enough. Out of the tunnel. And there's a huge train following Bastos. Maybe let's take a look at that right here. Yeah, there's Calix, Slimbo, Zach, Lakitu, and Shadow is going to join that group as well in a hot minute. We've seen Bastos in the qualifying not being the fastest, and he's holding up this huge train here already, 3.5 seconds away from Matt. As VJ Michael goes into the pits, comes out of the pits, still ahead of this train, and that is crucial for him now. Comes out in P4 ahead of this whole train behind Bastos. Kalek is trying an overtake. He's losing part of his front wing. He's losing part of his front wing, and that was a big chunk that flew there. My goodness, Bastos is really slowing this group down. And you can't overtake. It's impossible here to overtake. And I think Kalik is going to have to come into the pits. That large chunk of a front wing being lost, I don't see him carry on. Look on the left side from us. The right side of his car, the left side when he's facing us. It's not that much, actually. I think it's a bit of the end plate. He's gonna have to take some of the corners a bit. Yeah, I think it's only the end plate, but... Ooh, he's hitting the wall a couple of times. I think he's gonna have to come into the pits. It's too much. Let's see. No, he stays out. And Slimbo comes in instead. Slimbo comes in instead. And Leon is also in. And he loses the position to Michael. And he almost loses another to Matt as Lakitu is out of the race. And Harry as well. What has happened there? What has happened there? We're down to 10 runners, guys. Slimbo in the pits, changing his front wing. Here he goes. And Harry retired in the pits. Oh, man. Cliffy now in the lead. And Lakitu is in chat right now saying he gave up because he lost his front wing on this train going 1 km/h. Yeah, it was pretty slow, and it still is pretty slow. Let's take a look again. The thing is now Kalik with the front wing damage is holding up instead of Bastos. Bastos is taking a bit of a gap, but Zach is being held up here by Kalik. So is ILR Shadow, but Kalik is not going into the pits, even though he has pretty significant front wing damage. So I'm pretty sure he still thinks he's fast enough so that it doesn't cost him a lot of time. And to be fair, he wasn't able to overtake Bastos anyway, as slow as Bastos was. So he's not actually losing so much time, as there is a little look up by ILR Shadow trying to go down the inside. That didn't work out this time. Maybe Zach now with an attack on Kalik here? No. No, it doesn't seem like it. But at some point he's gonna have to overtake. Oh, no. No, 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 not through the swimming pool section. That is not possible. And we're gonna have to take a look at CSR Leon as well. He sets the fastest lap time and he's getting closer to VGA and Michael as Matt is now in the pits. Losing a couple of positions here. Oh, now the attack from Zach here. Up the hill. They're side by side. And Kalik is running wide, opening. Whoa, are you trying to go 3 wide through that corner? That's not going to work out. But Kalik going very wide here, and I don't think that was on purpose. I think that was on accident because he underestimated the front wing he doesn't have too much of anymore. And overestimated his car's abilities with that damage. But we're going to have to go to CSR Leon again, who's looking to get past Michael. Is he trying to make the one-stop work from Hyper to Ultra? Is that what Leon is trying to do? Michael is on the super soft, so he will go to the end. That is pretty certain. But Leon? On the Ultras? I mean, it is possible, but those Ultras will lose quite a bit of grip towards the end. I can promise you that. As Cliffy is still in the lead, but he will have to give that up once he's coming into the pits. There's a 3-second time penalty now for Matt for corner cutting, as he is in 9th place, only ahead of Slimbo. But everyone who's still racing will get points. Everyone who's still racing will get points. If they keep on racing and don't have to retire, obviously. Yeah, but it doesn't seem like there's much change here. Let's go to ILR Shadow, Zach, and Kalik again. Well, Zach seems to be more interesting right now, as Shadow has apparently made a mistake. Double lockup here by Kalik into the Nouvelle Chicane. Oh boy. That wasn't good on the tires, as Cliffy now into the pits for his first and only pit stop onto the Super Softs. Or hopefully only pit stop. You never know with this track and the damage you can sustain here. But Kalik now leading his own train after being stuck behind Bastos for quite a long time. And for Cliffy... Oh, Zach makes it past! And Shadow as well! Kalik messed up into turn 1! And both are through! Both Zach and Shadow now passed. Kalik... I don't know if he let them through or not, but he definitely made a mistake in turn 1. And I think now he's gonna realize that he will have to pit to get rid of this front wing. Maybe he's gonna take it so long until he can change to the Ultrasoft without worrying about them dropping off to the end of the race. But he's gonna have to go to the pits pretty soon, I think. That front wing damage is too time costly. Look at him, he's already lost almost 3 seconds. Now is that a Mercedes already catching up to him? Let's see that from his perspective. Through the fast left-hander here, the swimming pool section now. And Zeta Mercedes taking it slow because he... maybe he knows that Kalik has damage, and Kalik still doesn't come in. I don't understand that too much, but hey, I'm not an F1 driver, okay? I'm not an ERL F1 driver, so maybe he's feeling like the damage isn't that bad, but he's losing a lot of time now to Shadow and Zach right ahead of him. Now 5 seconds. Look at how this gap is increasing. And let's look at Leon. I think he might carve up a move here at some point, maybe on the main straight. We will have to wait and see how that works out, but he's gonna have to get past. He's on the fresher tires, he's on the softer tires, but he doesn't come through, he doesn't get past, and I think he's gonna have to do one more pit stop, maybe? I don't know. He might take the Ultrasoft to the end. I mean, he's been on them since lap 11 or lap 10. Now we've got lap 17. So he's gonna have to take them almost 30 laps. I don't think they can do that without severe loss of grip and loss of time towards the latter stages of the race. Meanwhile, ZR Mercedes now past Kalik. Long overdue, and now now Shadow and Zach have caught up to Bastos again. That was quick, 2 laps or so, and Bastos is not gonna let them through. Maybe Zach can get a move done down the inside into the Nouvelle Chicane. No, close but no cigar. But you see that Zach has a lot of ERS left. He's running a medium, he's got a lot of it left. If he chucks it into overtake with the DRS on the main straight, he might have a chance. Oh! No, he was having a little look up the inside into the last corner, but you can't overtake there. One of them is going to end up in the wall. And Zach... No, he's not close enough. Up the hill? No, he's not risking it. He's not even trying. That might, honestly, up the hill is where no one expects it. And yes, there are those little curves, those little corners there, but I mean, as Kalik is in the pit, what is? Oh, whoa, that was weird. And Kalik in the chat says safety car, please. I don't know why, but that was definitely a front wing change for Kalik as well, and he's on the ultra soft now. And now Bastos. What happened here? Oh, we just missed it. No. Bastos lost his front wing. I think there was an attack into the like out of the casino section, the right-hander out of the casino section. And now Matt is going to have to find a way past Bastos, and he can't. Bastos is so slow that he can't find a way past him. He's going to have to settle in behind here and wait. That's going to cost Matt a lot of time, but Bastos is going to come into the pits here. That is for certain. Oh, we just missed what happened there. As Zach also in the pits, I think those two collided. And ILR Shadow is the one who comes out on top of this. Oh man. Drama at the Monaco Grand Prix. And ILR Shadow in fourth, but let's... Oh, nope. I wanted that. As Kalik comes out of the pits just ahead of just ahead of... Bastos comes out of the pits just ahead of Kalik. That's the way it is. Oof. Kalik with a little bang on the wall there. The closest fight we've got right now is for the lead between VGIA Michael and CSR Leon. The only gap with less than a second. But currently Leon is not close enough to get a move done in any way, to even try a move, to even attempt a move. As he hits the wall there. Into back. Kalik now sets the fastest lap time. He has something to he's gonna have to I don't want to say redeem himself. Oh, we've got a yellow flag and Zach is out in turn 4 in the casino corner, out of the casino corner on the left side. There he was standing. I think he might have clipped the inside there, the inside of casino. I don't know, but that is a very unusual spot. Let's stick with Leon again. Yeah, it's 9 people left now. Michael and Leon fighting it out for the lead. Pretty much the only 2 drivers, well, maybe apart from Cliffy, who haven't made any mistakes. If you look at the amount of stuff, well, and ILR Shadow kept himself out, and Matt as well. They've all kept themselves out of all the shenanigans here. Well, and Bastos, but he kept a huge train behind him. But Mercedes, Slimo, and Kalik all with issues with front wing changes. And Cliffy from 15 to 3. What a race that would be if he ends up in 3rd place, or maybe even higher. We'll see how it goes. He's getting closer to Michael and Leon. Look at this, only 3.5 seconds. That's not much. He can get involved here. Don't count him out. He's got fresher tires than Michael. He's got longer lasting tires than Leon. This could be a 3-way fight for the win, and Cliffy from 15, second last to 1st, is a real possibility. Meanwhile, let's look a bit at Michael, leader of the race right now. He's got a 75-point lead in the championship. If he wins here, he'll probably make it 100, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. Oh no, because Cliffy is in third, it would be an 85-point gap. He would turn 75 into 85 points. The dominator of this season so far. And not just this season, the dominator of ERL in general. But they're both coming up now to Bastos. I'm pretty sure, yeah. Bastos and... Who's that Renault? Oh no, they already overtook him. Yes, they already overtook him. So they're coming up to Calic now? Oh, Calic is a long way away. Well, not a long way away, but certainly a bit away. But they all already lapped Bastos. As you can see here, one lap down. And they're getting closer to Calic, that is for sure. Leon still looking, still trying, still hanging with Michael, but ooh, late on the brakes. That makes your heart pound a little bit faster right there. That view, how much he closed in that braking zone. Oh boy. And now it seems like Leon is losing a little bit. Maybe this is the point where the Super Softs are faster now than the Ultra Softs. 13, 14 laps, 15 laps almost. As, oof, Leon bangs the wall there. He's in DRS range, that is important. As long as he keeps the DRS, he's still within range of maybe carving up a move once Michael maybe makes a mistake, or, you know, he gets a very good lap for once. Another bang of the wall. If Leon keeps on doing that, at some point, I'm pretty sure one of his tires is going to fall off, and that would be the end of it for his race. So he needs to be another bang on the wall. Oh my. He's really extending the track here to the absolute limit. He's going where no Mercedes has gone before. Well, that's not fully true, but you know what I mean. And he's starting to lose traction out of the corners. He's starting to lose traction on his rear wheels. Sliding out of the corners. Michael with a little lock up there into the Nouvelle Chicane. Now both of them getting into Tabac. And another bang on the... Oh my! Leon really pushing the limits. Ooh. That can't be good for the car. I would love to know if he has damage. There's a yellow flag. Up ahead. It's already gone again, but... Huh. Slimmo is closing in on Matt. He's within a second. But most likely, I personally think Slimmo is going to have to pit again, or maybe not. Maybe not. If Leon can stretch those tires out to the end, then so should Slimmo. But we'll have to wait and see. He's still too far away. It is so hard here in Monaco to overtake. It is so hard. You need a mistake from the guy ahead of you, and even then, sometimes it doesn't work. Oh, look at how he's taken a better line here, but he also took a penalty for cutting the hairpin. I've never seen that before, but apparently it's a thing. Oh, he's getting close here. Matt not with the best run. Hold on. It almost looks like Matt's DRS is stuck open. No, it's not. Okay, but it looked like it. From the cockpit camera of Slimbo, it looks like the DRS, Matt's DRS is stuck open, but it's not. Oh, okay, no, it's not. Okay, that looked a bit weird right there. Confused me a little bit. And now Shadow has caught up with the train here as well. So now it's a three-way fight for 5th place. No, you can't overtake in the hairpin. Oh my! Matt is going really slow in that hairpin. Does Matt have front wing damage? I don't know. I can't see any. It doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like it. He definitely has the right end plate. Nah, both end plates are on. No front wing damage. He's just, I don't want to say he's just slow, but he's just slower. Let's say it that way. He's just holding ILR Shadow and Slimbo up like that, no damage. Oh, and now Shadow gets past him. Nice move here. I don't. It seemed like Matt let him through. Maybe he made a mistake out of the last corner. Maybe he lost the back end a little bit there, but it almost seemed like he let him through. I don't know why he would do that, but I'm pretty sure he made a mistake out of the last corner. Now Slimbo is up next. He also wants a piece, and then Kalik. Look at this. Kalik is getting closer here as well. He's right at the tail of this group. Matt most likely is going to lose a couple of positions here as we get into the last 10 laps of this race. And Cesar Leon is still fairly close, but definitely not close enough for a move on Michael. As Matt gets a 3-second time penalty here for cutting the Nouvelle Chicane. One of the easiest corners to cut here. Slimbo's not close enough to Matt here. No chance yet. And now Leon is falling out of the 1-second window. He did have DRS for this straight, but he's gonna have to make sure he keeps it for the next lap. He's over a second out. And if he stays there, well, that's gonna be his race. That's gonna be P2. He's not gonna be able to win unless Michael makes a big mistake, and considering he hasn't made a big mistake this whole season, or probably ever, that's gonna be a bet you don't want to take if you're Leon. Meanwhile, let's look here. This is getting close and intense. Slimbo, Kalik, and Matt fighting for 6th place. You can see how Shadow is pulling away from Matt. They're not close enough. They're not close enough again. Neither of them. Slimbo is able to defend against Kellic with DRS because they both got it from Matt. Well, Slimbo got it from Matt and Kellic got it from Slimbo. But now the overtake into turn 3 into Massenet. What a move by Kellic. Wow. That was a move right there. I did not see that coming, and Matt is, oh boy, Matt is really slow here. And now the leaders come up to them. Michael, he's gonna come up to that group. He's gonna have to navigate through them somehow. There's the first one, Slimbo letting him through. But that's not the end of it. There's still Kellic and there's still Matt. Leon also passed both of them. Let's watch Michael navigate through both of them. Oh, this is the stuff nightmares are made of. Racing nightmares. When you have two cars right ahead of you who are about to be lapped, and now Kellic goes through. What a smart move! And Leon is still behind the two, so Leon is still gonna have to find a way. But what a smart move here from VGIA Michael. The racing smarts on this man. That was really, really cheeky. And he didn't pick up a penalty for it. He just... Oh, Matt! That is a weird spot to let someone lap you. Boy. Let's see what Kellic does it. Kellic still has a bit of time. Leon is not that close. And Cliffy is getting closer now as Slimbo picks up another penalty. And Matt? What happened to him? Does he have a penalty or what happened there? He lost a lot of time. He got a penalty. No, Slimbo got a penalty, sorry. But he lost a lot of time. Did he clip the Nouveau chicane? Oh, man. And I think Kellic... No, Kellic is still sticking with Michael here. But I'm gonna say, as someone who's made the experience in Azerbaijan in the F3, in Michael's position, if you've got a lap car behind you, even if it's someone of the quality of Kellic, you're worried. Because think about, what if a yellow flag comes up ahead and you as the leader have to slow down, and the car behind you, a lapped car, doesn't realize it and bumps you and pushes you into the wall. That's exactly what happened to me in Azerbaijan in the F3. I still have nightmares about it. So I hope Kellic is cautious enough. Honestly, I trust him. I trust him to be cautious enough here to not ruin Michael's race or anything. But it is a tricky situation, I can tell you that. It is a tricky situation. Meanwhile now Cliffy almost close enough to Leon. Is this... We've got a yellow flag? Okay, yellow flag's gone again. Don't know what happened there, but yellow flag's gone again. We are in the last 6 laps of this race. This is crunch time. This is all or nothing right now. Michael seems to take it all once again. And for Leon, he's gonna have to defend really hard against Cliffy the last 6 laps. He's not close enough for an attack. Yet. But that can all change. In a matter of corners. In a matter of seconds. Cliffy looking to get... Well, best of the rest, really. Best of everyone except Michael, who is probably driving in his own league at this point. If he doesn't make a mistake, he's going to be at 130 points out of 6 races. 130 out of a maximum 150. Let that sink in for a second. Let that sink in for a second. Final 5 laps. Cliffy and Leon. That seems to be the fight of this, of the end of this race, of the last part of this race. And you can see, look at the ERS. Cliffy is not using any of it, and he's sticking with Leon. Leon is going into medium. Maybe Cliffy will want to use at least some of it. Oh, here he goes on to overtake, using all of it on the straights where he needs it, but he's not close enough for an overtake. Maybe he should use some in the corners to stay even closer behind Leon instead of going with the 0 to save maximum amounts. He should maybe use some of it to stick very, very close to Leon. But Leon is doing a great job of ERS management as well. It is easy here if you are the guy ahead to manage your ERS well. It is easy, I tell you that. Because you can, I mean, how does someone overtake you here, really? There's a lot of sections, not just single corners, but sections where there's no chance that a certain driver behind you can overtake you. Right here, the hairpin, no chance. The lower mirror bow that we're coming into next, this right-hander here, no chance. The next right-hander here, no chance. Out of the tunnel, that's the next opportunity. But then we come into the swimming pool section. Well, we're coming into back first, no chance there. We come into the swimming pool section, no chance. Raskas, no chance. So, you can save ERS here very, very well. And Leon knows that, and probably so does Cliffy. So does Cliffy. But he's gonna have to find a way through somehow to get that second place if he wants it. Obviously he would want it, because that's 3 more points. That's sticking a little closer to Michael. That's, hey, Cliffy right now in the standings is second with 30 points. If he takes second place, even if he takes third, honestly, but if he takes second even more so, he solidifies that second place in the standings. And here he goes round the outside of the hairpin. Are you kidding me? They're still side by side. What is going on? And now the inside through the lower mirror bow. And what a move! Cliffy! What in the world is going on? Incredible move by Cliff. That's not a spot where you can overtake. That's not a spot where you can go side by side. How did this happen? This is the overtake of the race. I'm calling it right now. Absolutely amazing stuff here by Cliffy. Taking that second place from Leon, and I don't think he's going to give that away in the final 2 laps that have just started. Unbelievable stuff by Cliffy here. I'm speechless. And I'm the guy who's supposed to be talking all the time, and I'm speechless right now. Cliffy is finding gaps where they don't even exist. He's just making them. Unbelievable. Slimbo, meanwhile, in the pits, think he had some front wing damage, some massive front wing damage. Otherwise, why would you go into the pits for the last... Oh, maybe he wants the fastest lap. Maybe he wants the fastest lap. That could be it. But he's lapped, so he's not going to be able to get a fastest lap in. He's lapped now. Or is he? No, he is not. He's not. Michael is starting his last lap now, and Slimbo just came out of the pit, so he's going to have one more lap. Slimbo wants that fastest lap, I think. Let me see here. Leader. Oh, well, he is lapped, but he came into the pits at the right time. He's not lapped twice. Yeah, when you don't go for a gap that exists, then you're no longer Cliffy. That's too accurate right there. Man. VGIA Michael on the one stop. Hyper to super. Through the tunnel one last time. Through the Nouvelle Chicane one last time. Fastest lap, I don't care. There we go. Let's see the interval again. Through the Tobacco Corner one last time. Swimming pool section one last time. He's got to take a dive there at the end of this race to get all that sweat off his body, because that was a sweaty race. He didn't start in pole position. He didn't start in first, but he sure as heck finished in first with a full battery nonetheless. Look at this, 100%. Congratulations to VGIA Michael on a decisive victory. Another 25 points. That is his 4th victory of the season, his 3rd in a row. Cliffy takes 2nd with a bombshell overtake on CSR Leon in a section where it's virtually impossible to do that. CSR Leon takes 3rd. He will take a step on the podium. ZR Mercedes is going to take 4th place unless he makes a mistake. We hope not. Kalik taking 6th. He is lapped, so he's already across the line. Matt in 7th. Let's see the position change here to see who gained a lot of positions from the starts. Cliffy from 2nd last, 15th out of 16 on the grid, to 2nd. The 2nd last to 2nd. Wow. Cliffy, honestly calling it right now, Cliffy is the driver of the day. I'm very sorry, Michael. You dominate the whole time and everything. I'm sorry, but you're not the driver of the day. Cliffy certainly is. With the move, ZR Mercedes gets 4th place. With the move on Leon, with the strategy, keeping it clean the whole time. That move was amazing. And here we see the podium. We've got Michael, Cliffy, and Leon as James Doherty's cheering Michael on. Velocia Limitless right there in the section, in the Ferrari section. Unbelievable stuff. Cliffy, the driver of the day here, the story of the day. He starts in 15th and he goes all the way to 2nd. Here we got the standings once again. Everyone except Michael and Cliffy with penalties as well. So Cliffy didn't even have to overtake Leon, but he still did it. Incredible. Michael takes his 4th victory of the season, 3rd in a row. Cliffy taking 2nd, keeping, well, fairly close to Michael. When I say fairly close, I mean it's 82 points now. It's 82 points. Yeah, it is. The CSR Leon taking 3rd. ZR Mercedes taking 4th. Incredible stuff. I think ZR Mercedes is also putting himself into 3rd position in the standings now with 36 points. So well done on him here. But that has been the Monaco Grand Prix. I'm your commentator, Austin Smith. I'm going to see you next week for the Canadian Grand Prix at the Circuit Gilles Villeneuve. An absolute beauty of a track. A lot more overtaking, I can promise you that right now. And I don't think I'm going to have to walk that back because that track is made for overtaking. I'll see you then, same time, 5 p.m. UK time. Have a great weekend, and goodbye.